Why did the three sisters kill their neighbor? In the quiet yet known town of Titi lived three orphaned sisters. Life had never been kind to them, but they had each other, and that was enough. The eldest, barely an adult herself, worked tirelessly as a security guard to support her two younger sisters, aged just 10 and 11, who still attended school. They lived humbly, quietly, until that day. It was an ordinary afternoon. The eldest was away at work, unaware of the nightmare waiting to unfold at home. A knock echoed through the house. The two little girls looked at each other, unsure. They had always been told, never open the door for strangers. But when they peeked outside and saw their elderly neighbor, the kind man who smiled at them every morning, they felt a strange comfort. He's just an old man, they thought. What harm could he do? So they opened the door. In a flash, the old man pushed his way in, shut the door behind him, and silently marched toward their bedroom. Confused and scared, they followed him, hoping it was all just a misunderstanding. But the moment he locked the bedroom door behind them and turned with a twisted smile, they knew something was terribly wrong. He whispered, "Let's play a game," as he began removing his shirt. Then he told them to do the same. Frozen in fear, their innocent minds couldn't process what was happening. They obeyed. But when he took off his pants and ordered them to follow, they refused. They tried to run. They screamed. But it was too late. He overpowered them, tied them to the bed, and then he raped them, one after the other, until they couldn't scream anymore, until they fell unconscious. Satisfied, he wiped the sweat off his face and quietly unlocked the door, thinking no one would ever know. But fate had other plans. Standing at the doorway was the eldest sister, home from work, exhausted, until her eyes met his. Shock, rage, terror. Before she could scream, he grabbed her, dragged her inside, and began ripping at her clothes. She fought, she screamed, she kicked. And just when her strength began to fade, a hammer came crashing down on his head. He fell, blood gushed. Behind him stood her two baby sisters, shaking, crying, and covered in blood. One of them held the hammer in her tiny hands. The eldest dropped to her knees in horror. But when she looked at the monster lying on the floor, she knew he didn't deserve to live another second. With trembling hands, she picked up the hammer and ended it. When the police arrived, they found a scene no one could ever forget. But after hearing the truth, they didn't see murderers. They saw survivors. They saw sisters who did what they had to do, and they let them go.